Every year, a handful of brand new vehicles roll off dealer lots wrapped in big promises. And every year, some of those same buyers find out the hard way that a shiny window sticker doesn't guarantee a smooth ownership experience. Based on Consumer Reports' 2026 predicted reliability data, these are the 10 new vehicles most likely to leave owners disappointed over time, whether that's reliability concerns, ownership costs, or simply better alternatives sitting quietly in the same segment. Some of these are genuinely fun to drive. But fun to drive and cheap to own for 10 years are two different questions. And today we're only answering one of them. After years of standing in service bays listening to owners explain what their vehicle is doing this time, you notice a pattern. It's rarely the boring, unglamorous cars that keep coming back. It's the ones that tried to do too much, too fast, with too little track record behind them. That theme runs through this entire list. From a minivan with a plug, all the way to a 3-row SUV that landed dead last in Consumer Reports' entire 2026 survey of roughly 380,000 vehicles. So here's the promise. We're counting down all 10 vehicles CR's latest data flags as the riskiest 2026 bets, explaining the real mechanical or technical reason each one struggles, and giving you a smarter alternative for every single one. One note before we start. This doesn't mean every example on the road is a disaster. Reliability data is a pattern across thousands of owners, not a guarantee about one specific vehicle. A well-maintained car on this list can still outlast a neglected bulletproof one. Service history beats badge, every time. Keep that in mind as we go. Let's get into it. Number 10. Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. We're starting with the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid, and this isn't a huge shock to anyone who's spent time around plug-in minivans. Consumer Reports places this one among the least reliable new vehicles for 2026. The Pacifica Hybrid pairs a V6 engine with an electric motor and a plug-in battery, giving families around 30 miles of electric-only range before the gas engine kicks in. Clever on paper, but clever rarely means simple. More moving parts, more software, more places for something to go wrong. Owners have reported battery pack issues and check engine lights tied to the hybrid system, the kind of electrical gremlins that come with juggling two propulsion systems under one hood. A family came in drawn to the idea of running most errands on electricity alone. What gave them pause was seeing what a hybrid battery or inverter repair can cost once the warranty runs out. They ended up in a Toyota Sienna hybrid instead. A year later, their maintenance has basically been oil changes and tires. That's the core comparison. The Sienna Hybrid's self-charging system has been refined across Toyota's lineup for years and has a long track record of aging gracefully. In many markets, a clean used Sienna Hybrid runs a similar price to a comparable Pacifica Hybrid, without betting on a more complex plug-in system. If you're set on the Pacifica anyway, have the traction battery and hybrid system inspected, pull full hybrid-related recall history, and budget for expensive repairs once the factory warranty expires. Who should buy it? Someone buying new, mostly doing short trips, with home charging. Who should skip it? Anyone shopping used who wants to keep it long-term without warranty protection. Number 9. Honda Prologue. Next is the Honda Prologue, which surprises people given Honda's reputation for reliability elsewhere in its lineup. Here's the thing. The Prologue isn't a Honda EV, the way the Civic or CR-V are Honda through and through. It was co-developed with GM and shares real hardware and software with GM's Ultium platform, including the Chevrolet Blazer EV we'll get to shortly. That's not automatically bad, but Honda's decades of gas powertrain refinement don't fully carry over, and Ultium-based vehicles have had their share of early software and charging issues. A retired teacher wanted an EV specifically because of the Honda badge. When I explained the Prologue's underlying electronics are largely shared GM engineering, rather than Honda's own, she looked at the Honda CR-V hybrid instead, which uses Honda's own proven hybrid system. She's been thrilled, with nothing beyond scheduled maintenance since. The Prologue itself drives fine, and dealers are offering strong incentives right now, which tells you something about current demand and confidence. Checklist. Check for open recalls tied to charging or battery software. Verify the charging port and onboard charger fully. Ask about DC fast charging history and have the 12-volt auxiliary battery checked. Who should buy it? Someone getting a strong new lease deal, who'll return it before the warranty ends. Who should skip it? Used buyers expecting Honda's traditional reputation to apply automatically here. Number 8. Kia EV6. Number 8 is the Kia EV6, and it's a painful one, because it's genuinely one of the best driving EVs at its price point. Built on Hyundai Kia's dedicated eGMP platform, it feels tight and quick behind the wheel. But CR's data places it among the least reliable for 2026, with reported charging faults, infotainment glitches, and electrical issues typical of a platform still in its early model years. A younger buyer was set on the EV6 after a test drive, and I didn't try to talk him out of the driving feel because it's genuinely that good. But his real need was a dependable commute, so we looked at a Hyundai Kona Electric, which shares some EV technology, but has posted steadier results with fewer early bugs. He still talks about how fun the EV6 was, but hasn't had an unscheduled shop visit since switching. Driving enjoyment and long-term dependability just measure different things, especially on a platform still working through early software issues. Checklist. Get full charging and software update history. Have battery health checked with a scan tool rather than the dash readout. Test fast charging in person and check for battery management recalls. Who should buy it? Someone buying new who wants real driving enjoyment and accepts some early platform risk. Who should skip it? Buyers who want maximum predictability above all else. Number 7. Kia EV9. Number 7 is the same story in a bigger body, the Kia EV9. It offers genuine 3-row electric seating with striking styling, and families have been drawn to it as a modern alternative to gas 3-row crossovers. But it shares the EV6's eGMP underpinnings and inherits similar early platform risk, landing near the bottom of CR's list right alongside it. A family cross-shopping the EV9 against a Toyota Highlander hybrid loved the tech, but with 3 kids and monthly 2-hour road trips, they didn't want to risk a software gremlin with a car full of kids. They went Highlander hybrid, and it hasn't given them a reason to think twice. None of this makes the EV9 a bad vehicle. It means it's a newer, more complex bet than a powertrain with a decade of real-world refinement behind it. Checklist. Verify battery health with proper diagnostics. Confirm software update compliance. Test all 3 rows of climate and seating function, and check tow package wiring and charging port if it's been fast charged or used for towing regularly. Who should buy it? A family wanting cutting-edge EV tech in 3 rows, buying new. Who should skip it? Families who need maximum predictability for long road trips. If straight-talking used and new car advice is useful to you, hit subscribe. There's more coming on the vehicles. Dealers love pushing, and the ones that actually deserve your money. Number 6. Genesis GV60. Number 6 stings a bit more, because we're talking about a genuinely upscale vehicle, the Genesis GV60. It shares the eGMP platform with the EV6 and Ioniq 5, and it's beautifully finished inside. But premium fit and finish doesn't automatically mean premium reliability, and CR's data has it low on the list, driven by many of the same eGMP family concerns layered on top of Genesis's own infotainment and driver assist software. A recently retired executive loved how special the GV60 felt, but paused at the combination of a relatively unproven brand in EVs and a price competing with manufacturers with far longer luxury EV track records. He leased instead of buying outright, so any electrical surprises stay Genesis's problem under warranty, not his. That's actually decent general advice for anything on this list, with real luxury pricing. Leasing shifts the risk to the manufacturer instead of you. Checklist. Have the battery and charging system professionally inspected, check infotainment and driver assist software update history, inspect air suspension if equipped, and check depreciation trends, since luxury EVs with reliability question marks tend to lose value faster. Who should buy it? Someone wanting a genuinely upscale EV, leasing or buying new. Who should skip it? Used buyers seeking long-term ownership without electrical repair risk on a still maturing platform. Number 5. Mazda CX90. Number 5 is genuinely surprising, because Mazda has built a strong reputation for dependable engineering. Yet CR's 2026 data places the Mazda CX90 among the least reliable new vehicles on the market. The CX90 is a big step up in complexity for Mazda. Its new flagship 3-row SUV, offered with a turbocharged inline-six on a longitudinal, rear-wheel drive-based layout, more common in European luxury vehicles than mainstream Japanese crossovers. Reported issues include transmission hesitation, infotainment glitches, and electrical faults, suggesting Mazda took a big technological leap all at once. A longtime Mazda owner ready to trade up from her CX-5 trusted the brand completely. But this inline-six architecture doesn't have the multi-year track record her CX-5 does. So she looked at a Toyota Grand Highlander instead. She misses how the CX-90 drove, but hasn't had an unplanned shop visit since. This contrast matters specifically because it's Mazda. It's a reminder that brand reputation covers specific, proven vehicles, not every new platform a company launches. Checklist. Test drive specifically checking for transmission hesitation. Verify infotainment software is current. Check for open recalls on the engine or electrical system. And review service records closely, since this platform is still new. Who should buy it? Someone wanting an engaging 3-row SUV, buying new with full warranty. Who should skip it? Buyers expecting Mazda's traditional reputation to automatically extend to this unproven flagship. Number 4. Mazda CX90 plug-in hybrid. Number 4. Takes the same vehicle and adds even more complexity. The Mazda CX90 plug-in hybrid, layering a plug-in hybrid system on top of that already new turbocharged platform. Two relatively new complex systems stacked together, and CR's data reflects that, ranking the plug-in variant even lower than the standard CX90. A young couple wanted it for the tax incentives and running errands on electric power. But combining a brand new hybrid architecture with a brand new SUV platform meant essentially no multi-year ownership data to lean on. They went with a Toyota RAV4 Prime instead, using Toyota's much more established plug-in hybrid tech, and haven't had an issue since. New platform plus new powertrain technology equals more places for things to go wrong before the bugs get worked out. That doesn't mean it won't become a great choice in a few model years, once Mazda refines it the way they've refined the CX-5 over time. It means buying one right now means being an early adopter, intentionally or not. Checklist. Have the hybrid battery and electric motor inspected, check charging port function and speed, verify the gas engine runs smoothly on its own, and pull full service records covering both hybrid and standard mechanical systems. Who should buy it? Someone wanting maximum electric-only range in a 3-row SUV, buying new. Who should skip it? Used buyers who want a proven, low-drama plug-in hybrid instead. Number 3. Chevrolet Blazer EV. Number 3 is the Chevrolet Blazer EV, which had a lot riding on it, with GM positioning it as a stylish, tech-forward answer to Tesla. But CR's 2026 data tells a very different story, placing the Blazer EV firmly among the least reliable vehicles on the market. It rides on GM's Ultium platform, shared with the Honda Prologue we covered earlier. Early software issues were significant enough that GM actually paused sales shortly after launch to fix them, a pretty rare move for a major automaker. Reported issues include charging faults and software glitches affecting basic vehicle functions. A customer excited about the styling and supporting an American-made EV paused when I mentioned GM had halted sales specifically to fix software problems, and that this generation still lacks a long ownership track record. He looked at a Chevrolet Equinox EV instead, a somewhat more recently refined version of similar technology. Smoother experience overall, though it's worth noting the Equinox EV is also still a fairly new platform itself. Heavy marketing and a strong launch event tell you nothing about long-term reliability. Even large established manufacturers can stumble introducing genuinely new technology under time pressure. Checklist. Verify all software updates have been applied since the launch pause. Thoroughly test level 2 and DC fast charging. Check for remaining open recalls. And have battery state of health checked with proper diagnostic equipment. Who should buy it? Someone buying new with full warranty who's comfortable with some early platform quirks. Who should skip it? Buyers wanting a stress-free EV experience with zero early adopter risk. That was a rough one. This next one is even more misunderstood, because owners genuinely love driving it. Number 2. Rivian R1T. Number 2 is the Rivian R1T, And I want to be clear before we get into the concerns. This truck has some of the most enthusiastic owners of any vehicle out there. People talk about it the way enthusiasts talk about a dream car, not a practical work truck. The driving experience, interior design, and off-road capability all earn genuine praise. And yet, CR's 2026 data places the R1T quite low on the list. Rivian is still a young, independent automaker without decades of manufacturing scale behind it, and building a fully electric pickup from scratch, complete with air suspension and a complex drivetrain, is an extraordinarily hard engineering challenge even for established players. Reported issues include air suspension faults and various electrical and software glitches typical of a manufacturer still scaling production. A contractor wanted an R1T for both work and weekend adventures, and he'd done his homework on capability. What gave him pause was realizing Rivian's service network is still much smaller than an established truck maker's, which matters a lot for a work vehicle. He went with a Ford F-150 Lightning instead, trusting Ford's existing dealer network for peace of mind, even if the R1T might have been more fun on weekends. He still occasionally mentions missing it, honestly, but sleeps easier knowing service isn't a bottleneck. This is one of the harder calls on the whole list, because unlike some other entries, the R1T's appeal isn't hype outrunning substance. The driving experience is real. The risk here is about long-term dependability and service maturity from a still young, rapidly scaling automaker. Checklist. Thoroughly test the air suspension for leaks or fault codes. Verify battery health with proper diagnostics. Check all four corners for off-road damage, given how many R1Ts see real off-road use. Confirm software is current, and research the nearest Rivian service center and current wait times before buying. Who should buy it? Someone who wants the most capable, engaging electric truck experience, lives near solid Rivian service, and is buying new. Who should skip it? Anyone relying on the truck for daily work where downtime isn't an option, or buyers far from Rivian service support. This is the one I wanted to make this whole video for. Number 1, GMC Acadia. Number 1. Sitting at the very bottom of Consumer Reports' entire 2026 predicted reliability rankings is the GMC Acadia. This one hits differently, because the Acadia isn't some unproven technology experiment. It's a mainstream, gas-powered three-row family SUV going up against segment stalwarts like the Toyota Highlander, Honda Pilot, and Kia Telluride. And according to CR's latest data, drawn from owner surveys across hundreds of thousands of vehicles, it landed as the least reliable new vehicle on the entire list. Reported concerns center on infotainment glitches, transmission behavior some owners describe as hesitant or rough, and a range of smaller electrical issues that individually might not seem alarming, but together paint a picture of a vehicle that hasn't been as thoroughly sorted as its competitors. This isn't one exotic new powertrain causing trouble. It's a familiar vehicle showing a broad pattern of everyday niggles that add up. A grandfather looking for a three-row SUV to haul grandkids on weekends was drawn to the Acadia by styling and a strong incentive deal. Looked like a smart deal on paper. But once we walked through CR's owner survey data for this generation together, he slowed down and cross-shopped properly. He ended up in a Kia Telluride for the extra interior space and stronger reliability track record. A year later, his only dealer trips have been scheduled maintenance, and he's genuinely glad he didn't rush it based on the incentive alone. That's the biggest lesson in this whole list, and the Acadia proves it best. A strong incentive, an attractive design, or a familiar badge tells you nothing about how many times you'll be sitting in a service department waiting room over the next 5 years. The vehicles that cost buyers the most aren't always the flashiest or most technologically ambitious. Sometimes it's the completely ordinary-looking one that's quietly accumulated more reported problems than anything else on the market. Checklist. Get a thorough pre-purchase inspection focused on transmission shifting behavior during a real test drive. Check the infotainment system for glitches or freezing. Review service history for repeat visits tied to the same issue, and verify no outstanding recalls remain unaddressed. Seriously cross-shop the Highlander, Pilot, and Telluride before signing anything, because for reliability-conscious buyers in 2026, Consumer Reports data suggests there are significantly safer alternatives sitting on the very same lot. Who should buy it? Only with an extraordinary deal, buying new with full warranty coverage, and going in with clear eyes about the risk. Who should skip it? Nearly everyone shopping this segment who values predictability, especially anyone considering a higher mileage used example with no warranty left. Wrapping it up. So there it is. 10 Vehicles Consumer Reports latest data flags as the riskiest new car bets heading into 2026, ranked from concerning down to dead last. The Pacifica Hybrid and both CX90 variants show what happens when manufacturers layer complex new hybrid technology onto vehicles all at once. The Prologue, EV6, EV9, GV60, and Blazer EV trace back to relatively young electric platforms, still working through early growing pains, even when the driving experience itself is genuinely impressive. The R1T proves that even a vehicle owners truly love can carry real long-term risk from a still-scaling, independent automaker. And the Acadia is the reminder at the very top of the list for a reason. Sometimes it's not the exotic new technology that gets you. It's the ordinary-looking SUV quietly racking up more complaints than anything else on the road. None of this means these vehicles are universally bad, or that every owner is miserable. Plenty of people on this list are perfectly happy. But if you're a reliability-conscious buyer heading into 2026, Consumer Reports data suggests there are meaningfully safer alternatives in every one of these segments, often for similar money. Whatever you choose, get a proper pre-purchase inspection if you're buying used. Pull the full service history. Don't fall for a badge or an incentive before checking what the ownership data shows. And remember, a well-maintained vehicle with a boring reputation will almost always beat a poorly maintained one with an exciting badge. If this kind of straight-talking car advice is useful to you, like the video, hit subscribe for more honest breakdowns of what's actually worth your money, and I'll see you in the next one.